Okay. How's it going now? Yeah, Mr. I'm here. Get boss on Nightline. I'm here. Okay, folks. That is clearly not one of the good ones. The end of Oz finally got him scrubbed right down at the Duck State to sterilize and cost the family big time. Like they said, no good deed will go unpunished, even for a girl like Gwen. The liaison of NXT TNA Wrestling. Like we all should be careful with your standing stacks here. Says that there, you find out a woman who accidentally actually turned on her own water like that. It's just like when Dominic Mysterio become Dirty Dog after betraying his betraying both his father Rey Mysterio, Mommy Rhea Ripley, David, please. Wow. It looks like he's not the only one. But you probably heard about the only D'Angelo's return to only set things right. You should be watching from the man who gained an enemy, set him around. TNA president who racist Stacks and Lexi on his hit list. Not only the people who got too much like that, Lorenzo, Tony D'Angelo, to still be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Y2J, BK Penn, let's go.
Oh, my. Wow. Can't believe you always say this one. Yeah, it looks like people are still high on bringing back the classics. Yeah, however, Tony D'Angelo was not the only person to believe in here. Oh, really? How do you all understand that? Hey. I was really out on this understandable what's really going on here. Well, Jericho. I'm not spoken here. So like a true sound. No. I mean, stood up. You're living in. I know I say we're living in a big sty, but look at this one here. We are living in a clean, going in world there. They're gonna take care of the whole closet. Oh, that comes a little later, man. But for what I understand is how Tony Angelo and Anna Grace, those two people learned a lesson about that. And thanks to TNA about gonna gain the message to join the class of the 2020. Does that also mean that it doesn't mean nothing to you, Jericho? It's not about what's going up. It's about what's going down. Hey, you always said you don't don't say where you are at. Of course I know what I'm saying, yeah. Am I gonna be the one who's gonna teach the right from wrong here? Look, Stack. What I say right now is this one. You just broke the rule. And the rules to losing. An absolute beatdown. Down. But not a beatdown as you ought to say, yeah. We just got none about your boss you had to take care of. Yeah, we know that, right?
It's time for commercial. More after this.
Ah, post Cocoa Pebbles cereal in paradise. Part of a good breakfast. Yikes, King Cocoa!
Chocolatey. We want Cocoa Pebbles.
Hey!
Uh-oh. Cocoa!
Kids, help! He took my Cocoa Pebbles! And Bonnie! Somebody's behind this, but who? You can use the clues in a post token from Mark Boxes to log on to Postopia. Solve the mystery and unlock the secret cartoon revealing who's behind King Cocoa.
This time. Find love in an alpha time, in an alpha place, in an unwinnable future. This is how destiny and DNA theaters are. With a honesty and honesty apart. Wow. You're taking part of my anime from Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith here, and represent on your parents' person and just make myself like. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Speak, but that's not what I was saying here tonight. But anyway, Stacks Lorenzo. You gotta understand that the public needs to be clear and eye. But it was you who were just started. Yeah. Old Buffalo man. The boy who was in DNA 2.0 in 2021. The man who's simultaneously makes DNA what it is, standing in the mix of royalty there. And the first DNA was on the CW. They said, we want D'Angelo. Yes, we already know how the fans really wanted it. And now look what they they done. They have changed the point of view. That's what they call Tony Angelo the big thief there. He always wants to get attention there. But seriously, cowboy, talking about Tony Stacks was like getting the old bucket right there. Hold on, Marco. Stop what you're saying, some big rock. Whoa. Now, what do you understand? I don't have Stacks Lorenzo, getting NXT, go to TNA, find out what's losing, turning point there, and tries to burn the TNA, four side ring. They go, burn. Well, what that matter is, just run up to a point there. They say that TNA has gotten both up. TNA World Champion and the TNA Knockout World Champion. But both Tyler now back in the TNA chair. It seems to me we are living right back to what TNA stands for. Legends like Kurt Angle and Steiner. But however, that Lorenzo is not the kind of person who believes it all here. And it's like to say that during the steel case match last year, it turns on me. That had a person who has helped him out to gain entrance here, and thus kick Morale in his nut sack. You don't need that. Oh, yes, it is. His own daughter on a grave. That you better not stop your money. Cause you just pay off the warm down manager. It's not a warm down manager. You just from him out. What are you gonna say this now? Well, I know what you're gonna say. OMD, is that my Nightline? Oh, yes, that's we don't need to get someone else out of that here. You know, that is there. Yeah. Where's Smith? Was he supposed to do the doors up there? Well, I just hope he's not gonna go anything else here and try to just move the wings here. Hey, folks here. What did it take for someone else to get the start part 1, 2, and 3 movie? Moving from the Bob Web store. Man, I really blocked myself off, but hopefully, no shit will work out this one.
Oh, you remember the old expression, find a needle in a haystack?
What?
Well, apparently that tiny needle has become a massive needle monster. And that name of that needle monster is Needletropolis!
What?
Oh no! No! Run! 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 Don't let Needletropolis destroy you! Don't let it sting you! Don't let it... Oh! Don't let it fight! Oh!
Okay. Ow! Ow! Guess I really point that out here. Anyway, folks, that ain't gonna be done with tonight. I was here on floor right when I talking about the morning. And we are in this area. In the news, I am off here. Hasta la vista, baby.